Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, 28th day of January. Here we go. Today's halacha is this. You know when you wash your hands for netilas yadayim before a meal, like before you have bread, so the water is supposed to touch all the parts of your hand all the way to your wrists. And therefore, you're supposed to take off your rings, and you're supposed to take off any band-aids if possible, and have your hands basically all free and clean such that the water can touch all the parts of your hand. So here's an interesting question for you. You know when you go into a amusement park or into an arcade kind of place or whatever, they sometimes stamp the back of your hand with a stamper that has ink on it and will stay on your hand, and they'll put that under their light to make sure that you're a paid customer for the rest of the day. Now let's say you go out of the park for a little while to eat your lunch and you want to wash the netilas yadayim so that you can have your sandwich. Now the water will theoretically not reach all of your hand because you have that ink stamp on the back of your hand. So what's the halacha? Good news, guys. The halacha is that you can still do regular netilas yadayim, and that hand stamp on the back of your hand is not a problem. Now here are the two reasons why it's not a problem. Reason number one is that according to a lot of opinions, the kind of problem of water not touching your skin is when there's something really gunky on your hand, like glue or dirt or even ink, but ink that's thick and gluey and you can touch it and feel it. But a lot of the ink spots that are on our hands are not touchable. You can't even feel them when they're there. If you run your fingers right across them, you don't even notice them, so they don't really count as a block between the water and your skin. And secondly, there are some opinions that when you wash your hands, the water only has to get to your fingers and doesn't even have to reach the back of your hand. So when you're desperate and you are stuck with that kind of thing on the back of your hand, you can rely on those opinions that say that you're fine because a lot of people say you only have to wash to the end of your fingers anyway. That's what we do on Yom Kippur. That's what we do on Tisha B'Av. So it is okay for that situation too when there's an ink stamp on the back of your hand. So basically, don't worry about the ink stamps on the back of your hand. You can still do netilas yadayim and you'll be fine. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.